One of the most common mistakes service providers make is trying to manually walk clients through every single step of the onboarding process. I actually had a client ask for a refund 3 days ago after signing because I was still busy setting up their folders. And when I think about it, I can't really blame them. Maybe it looked suspicious that I was silent after getting paid. They didn't know I was knee deep in Google Drive folders trying to get things ready for them. But I really learned my lesson the hard way after that. Now, basically every hour a client spends waiting for a link or trying to figure out all the ones you've sent is an hour they spend questioning if they hired the right person or not. And that's exactly why I switched to Assembly, because I just couldn't risk losing any more clients or giving the impression that I wasn't professional enough. Now, in my previous videos, I've already covered the basics of how Assembly acts as a centralized client portal, and I'll leave links to those videos in the description. But today, we're going to dive into the advanced stuff. We're going to streamline the process even more by building what's known as a chain reaction using Assembly's automation flows. I'm going to show you exactly how to set up a system that automatically moves a brand new client from swiping their credit card to signing a contract to filling out their intake form without you ever having to send a single manual email. And if at any point you want to try it out or follow along, there's a 14-day free trial linked in the description to help you get started. Before we start clicking around in the automation builder, I need to give you a massive pro tip that trips up almost every beginner. Automations are basically just delivery systems. They don't magically create documents out of thin air. They only deliver the documents that already exist in your system library. So before you try and build an automated workflow, you have to put your pieces on the board. You need to go into your app setup and build your templates first. You need to upload your standard contract or non-disclosure agreement. And when you upload that contract, make sure you drag and drop Assembly's smart tags onto the blank lines, like the client's name and their company name. And this ensures that when the automation runs, it automatically fills in the right details for that specific client. You also need to build your intake form. And finally, you need to go into the Tasks app and create task templates. They're going to be specific to what you need. For our example, I named my template Review Client Intake Form, and you're going to see how this all fits together in just a minute. All right, so once your contract, your form, and your task template are saved in the system, putting them together into a seamless automation is really fast. You're about to see. Now, let's head over to the Automations tab. Assembly doesn't use massive, overly complicated flowcharts that require a developer to understand. Instead, it uses simple, bite-sized, if this, then that rules. You can think of it like a relay race. As soon as one automation finishes its job, it hands the baton to the next one, creating a continuous chain reaction in the background. Step one of this chain is our gateway. We want a completely frictionless entry point for the client. So we're going to click Create a Workflow and select Start from Scratch. We'll set our very first trigger to Invoice Paid. This means the client has gone to your public digital storefront, selected your standard consulting package, and checked out using their credit card. All right, so the exact second that payment clears, we want the system to wake up. So we set the action for this trigger to assign a contract. From the drop-down menu, you simply select the standard agreement template that you uploaded earlier. And because we use smart tags in that template, Assembly will instantly autofill the document with the name of the person who just paid and drop it directly into their secure client portal. No manual drafting, no downloading PDFs, and no uploading to a third-party signature software. The first baton has been successfully passed. Now we move to the second link in our chain reaction, and this is where we need to create an entirely new separate workflow. Why do we keep these steps separate instead of stacking them all into one giant rule? Because it gives you ultimate flexibility. You land a massive enterprise client and their procurement department requires them to sign a contract long before they're allowed to pay an invoice. By keeping your automation rules separate, you can rearrange the order of operations to fit whatever your agency needs. And I do have to mention that even though I started my chain reaction with Invoice Paid, you can start with something that makes more sense for your company, like the client logging in for the first time. It is very flexible. All right, so for our standard onboarding funnel, we want the client to sign the contract before they do anything else. So for this second workflow, we're going to set a brand new trigger. We'll select Contract Signed. Now this automation will sit silently in the background just waiting. It doesn't care if the invoice was paid yesterday or 5 minutes ago. It only cares about one thing. Did the signature drop? The very second the client signs on the dotted line, the trigger fires and we set our action to assign a form. and you'll select your project intake form from the drop-down menu. Now, this ensures you're never overwhelming a brand new client. They don't get a massive, intimidating questionnaire until the legal work is officially out of the way. The process feels guided, professional, and entirely handled for you. The second baton has been passed. So let's quickly review. So far, our chain reaction looks like this. The client has gone from invoice paid to contract signed, and then you use the Assign a Form tool to send them your project intake form. So now we reach the final step, the finish line of our onboarding chain reaction. The client has paid, they've signed the contract, and they've just spent 20 minutes filling out your detailed intake form. We need to seamlessly transition them from the onboarding phase into the actual project delivery phase. We create our third and final workflow. The trigger here will be form submitted. When they hit submit, we want to set up an action to create a task, and this is where we select that review client intake form, the task template we built earlier. You'll assign this task to yourself or to the specific project manager on your team. But here's where you can use a brilliant little workflow hack. When you create this task, you'll see a drop-down menu labeled Client Visibility. Assembly is heavily designed around client transparency, so it asks if you want this task to be visible to the client or the company. You're going to choose to make this visible to the client. So why is this a game changer? Because one of the biggest time wasters in any agency is fielding emails from anxious clients asking, hey, did you get my form? What happens next? By making this task visible, the second that they submit their form, a progress tracker pops up directly on their portal dashboard. It says reviewing intake form and shows that it is actively assigned to you. They get immediate visual confirmation that their project is officially moving forward in your system. You get your internal notification telling you it's time to do the work, and the client gets absolute peace of mind. You've effectively stopped the status update emails before they even happen. And with those three simple workflows connected, your entire onboarding process, the chain reaction, is officially complete and running on autopilot. You've just turned hours of manual coordination into a seamless, instant experience for every new client who walks through your digital front door. All right, so let's talk a little bit about the actual work environment, because automating this onboarding journey doesn't mean you have to rebuild your entire technical stack. Assembly isn't trying to replace the tools you already know and love. It simply wraps around them to create one unified branded front door for your clients. If your agency relies on Notion for project management, Google Workspace for your internal spreadsheets, and Calendly for booking kickoff calls, you don't have to stop using them. Assembly doesn't expect you to rebuild the way you work. Instead, you can simply embed those existing tools directly into the portal. So as part of that final form submission automation, you can also trigger a welcome message, and this message can thank them for submitting their intake form and direct their attention to the sidebar of their portal right there inside the Security Assembly environment without ever leaving your custom domain. They can click on an embedded Calendly app to immediately look at their strategy call. They can click on an embedded Notion dashboard to see the live roadmap of their deliverables. To your client, it feels like they're logging into one massive proprietary enterprise-grade software system that you built just for them. But to you, nothing has changed behind the scenes. You're keeping your workflow exactly the way you like it. And that's what it actually looks like to scale a service business. It brings consistency, keeps things organized, and helps you deliver a more professional experience without adding more work to your plate. You give your clients a premium, perfectly organized onboarding flow, but you did absolutely zero manual coordination to make it happen. The system runs the exact same way every single time, which is exactly what scaling needs. So if that sounds like your situation, take the free trial, build one onboarding flow end to end, invite a client, and you'll know pretty quickly whether it fits. I'll also leave a link in the description so you can get the best deal possible if you decide to keep it. Doesn't cost you anything extra, but using that link helps support the channel. And at the same time, you'll get the benefit of using the latest available discount. And if you found this helpful, please leave a thumbs up. And if you have any questions or you want me to cover a specific workflow, drop those in the comments below. Thanks so much for watching, and I look forward to seeing you in the next video.